Hi everyone, welcome back to the new video. So I did not record for quite a while. I think it's almost been 2 months, but I did not disappear. I was really focusing on my off season. Nevertheless, I do post every day almost on my Instagram, so you can follow me and see how do my workouts look like, how does my nutrition looks like, and what I do on a daily basis. As you can see, the environment is different, so we changed the gym due to several reasons. I have been traveling a lot, so in the past 2 months, we visited a lot of countries, 1 week almost in my home country in Serbia. I really try to stay on top of my routine, so I did all the workouts I would normally do. Finally, this is the last week of the off season. I'm going to bring you along to every single workout I do in this week. And let's start with the first workout of the last week of this off season. Let's go.
Monday.
So I start every week with the leg session. Here, first exercise is Bulgarian split squat. In this exercise and in every other, I give you 3 tips that I find the most important. So one tip that I would pay more attention to is your foot placement. Make sure that you are stable with the non-working leg and that your torso is leaning forward, so we're more hitting the glutes. Make sure that here you put your belt right above your hips so that you're not using any other muscle except the glute muscles. And also probably the one that you heard more is that your feet should form a 90-degree angle in order to only target the glutes. So the variation here that we're doing, the wide stance hack squat, is because we want to target the glutes more than the quads. Here you need to engage the core more in order to stabilize the body. So not just in this exercise, but in most of the exercises, it's very important to engage the core as it's in the central part of the body, and it can really help us be more stable and be more strong. One of the key tips here to target the hamstrings is to point your feet towards yourself. So in this way, we make sure that we're feeling more strong. And also, if you squeeze and you control the way back, you can feel your hamstrings more. And do not rush through the movement. So I posted a reel on my Instagram on what are the most common mistakes for cable kickback, and if you're interested, you can go and watch it because I explained it more in detail there. Every leg session, I always finish up with a calf exercise. I normally do 3 sets of 15 reps and finish there. There is one rule in bodybuilding, it's never skip calves.
Tuesday.
So even in my off season, I try to be consistent with my posing. So before every training session, I do like 5 to 10 minutes of posing. First exercise is lat pull down. So here I would really focus on pulling with my lats, so not pulling from the arms, and trying to have a constant tension on the lats. Okay, so even if this exercise that we're watching now, it's important to pull from the lats and to have a constant tension on them. So do not round the back, do not round the shoulders, and do not pull from the arms. So the movement is pulled from the elbows. So another great exercise, unilateral, for targeting lats is this one. I would say that the key tips here are very similar to the ones we mentioned before. So try to engage your lats and try to really squeeze at the end of the movement, and slow and controlled pulling back down, you will really feel it. Okay, here I see a lot of mistakes when people do this exercise, and one of them being not making sure that they pull all the way through, so they finish the movement before they actually should. Make sure that you don't swing your upper body here, and that when you pull until your belly button. So by the time I came to this exercise, I was already quite destroyed. Here we're doing 3 sets from 12 to 15 reps. And I didn't go very high with the weight here because, like I said, I was very destroyed from the previous exercises. As well as in the previous one, it's very important that you pull and that you reach area of your belly button. Keep your knees slightly bended. Pull from your elbows as well. So this is the last exercise for the upper body of today. One important tip here is that you have an over grip so that your palms are facing each other, and when pulling you're trying to further away your elbows from your body. This exercise targets our upper back and our deltoids.
Wednesday. So today is my first rest day of the week. It's Wednesday, and I usually take them either on Wednesdays or on Thursdays, while the second one I tend to keep always for Sundays. So regardless if it's a day when I work out or it's a rest day, I always have at least 10K steps to do. So today we're going to take a little bit of walk, so it's going to be an active rest day. And I'm going to take you with me, and we can discuss a little bit about my off season. So how I was feeling, how did it go, and if I'm looking forward to start the prep or not. So my off season was around 5 months long. So we started in December, beginning of January, and now it's middle of May almost, and we're starting the prep. So we really pushed with the weights, we really pushed with the food. I was on 3,000 calories half of the week, usually. And so 3,000 calories I was taking when I was having leg day. And oftentimes it was very hard to take and to eat all the food. Like, I had a lot of moments where I was falling asleep, or it was 11 p.m. or midnight, and I needed to take another meal. So it was very hard, and it's very sometimes overwhelming for the stomach to digest all the food. And I'm really looking forward now to finally start the prep, to decrease the food, and to see all the changes that we made throughout this period of building. So for now, me and my coach were deciding which shows exactly to do. And so it depends which is going to be my first competition, how fast we're going to move with my diet. Most likely it's going to be for around 3 months, the diet, a little bit more. And this season, so unlike the other when I did 2 competitions, I think that in this season we're going to aim at least for 3 or 4. I just posted a new reel on my Instagram on how to properly do a kickback. So what are the most common mistakes that I see? So you can check it out here. And I'm going to continue now enjoying my walk. And I will see you guys tomorrow on another workout. Ciao.
Thursday.
Here is another brief posing session I did before my training. So it's very important to stay consistent when it comes to posing, even if it's just 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It really helps you to stay in touch with your moves. First exercise is barbell squat. Of course, before my top set, I did a really good warm-up, so I did a dynamic stretch, after which I did barbell squat, starting with empty bar and putting in 20 kilos each warm-up set. And then when I came to my working set, I did one top set, which was followed after with a back off, where I put around 20 kilos less and did around 10 reps. So the next exercise is hip thrust. The only difference between the hip thrust and the glute bridge is that here our movement is much longer, so we're going down much more than in the glute bridge, and here we're targeting not only the glutes but also the hamstrings, which is not the case with the glute bridge. This exercise here we did for quads, so it's very important that your knees are actually having a big flexion and that your feet is placed basically in the corner of the pad. So do not place it up, because the higher you place your foot, the more you will target your glutes and hamstrings. So this, I'm not sure exactly what I was trying to do, but it was just in between the sets of our next exercise, which is the quad extension. As this being in the second part of my workout, I didn't go as high as I normally do. So this was one of the changes we did in my workout program. So this exercise is normally in the beginning of my session, but now is being placed in the second part. So if your goal with this exercise is to target your glutes, do not hyperextend your back. So try to keep the movement controlled. Try to hold in the top position and then slowly go back down, because this is the only range of motion when your glutes are actually active. Friday. Okay, so we only missed 2 workouts to finish our week. Today we're doing upper body. Tomorrow we have the last workout for legs. Here the focus is on the shoulders, so the first part of the workout is shoulder focused, while the second part we do the exercises for the triceps. Make sure in this exercise that you engage your core before starting it, that you keep your feet firmly on the floor, because it really helps you to feel more strong. Okay, so next 2 exercises are going to be lateral raises. So here we're doing with 3 dumbbells, and then afterwards we're going to do it on the cable. So be ready for your shoulders to really burn. Pay attention that you do not pull from any other muscle but the shoulder, because I see a lot of people going very high with a weight and then not being able to do the movement properly. They pull with all the muscle they possibly can to help themselves. So put your ego aside, go lower with the weight if necessary, control the movement, do it for longer, and I promise you will have better results. This exercise is specifically for the front delts. So as in the previous ones, I didn't go super high with the weight, because otherwise I really feel all my muscles in my arms trying to help the front delts, and this is not what we want. The next one is dual cable tricep extension. We did 3 sets, 15 reps, which was followed by another tricep extension, so only with 1 cable, and it was also 3 sets with 15 reps. Okay, so this is the last workout of the week. And basically the first part of the workout is all based on the Smith machine. So first exercise being Romanian deadlift. I had 2 sets in total. First being the top set, where I did around 8 reps. And the second one being back off set, when I did basically 10 to 12 reps. So I had 3 sets for the glute bridge, as well, one being the top set and the other 2 back off set. So I usually take off around 20 kilos off, and I do 15 reps. Exercise is actually the exercise we recently added to my training plan. So I didn't have it before. Like you can see, I didn't go crazy with loading the weights. So I rather went with pretty low weight, but I really focused on the form, as I really want to get the movement right. One of the biggest mistakes you can do is push with a non-working leg, and this can make you think you can do much more and much heavier than you actually can. So really try to do not help yourself with the other leg and only push from your glutes. So we already had this exercise before, and like I said, I also did a reel. So I hope that until now you know how to properly do this exercise and don't make the mistakes. Okay, so this is almost the last exercise for today. It's very convenient, the machine I'm using right now, because in the previous gym I didn't have it. And the benefit is that you can do in one machine 2 exercises, so abduction and adduction. It's very useful, especially if you have it as a superset. So I would say that overall my off season was a success. I'm really looking forward to start the prep. And thank you very much if you watched until now. I will see you guys in the next video, much sooner than you think. Ciao!
Cuore, hai finito l'off season? How does it feel? You made it.